Welcome. This is lesson 6.4, example 1, where we are asked to use our understanding of midsegments and their properties within triangles. So let me first remind you what a midsegment is. That a midsegment connects the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, kind of self-explanatory in its definition as a mid-segment. The properties that we are responsible for that the midsegment will connect the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle in such a way that it is parallel to the third side of the triangle and also half the length of that third side of the triangle. So in number 1, we are asked to identify the segment that is parallel to AB. And AB is the entire top side of our triangle here. So our midsegment is the segment So in number 1, we are asked to identify a segment parallel to AB. AB is the top of our triangle here in this case. So a parallel segment will be its corresponding midsegment, which is D to F, the one that connects the midpoints of the other two sides. So segment AB is parallel to segment DF. Number 2, we are looking again to find a segment parallel, this time to DE. DE is already a midsegment, as you can see here. So the parallel segment will belong to the entire triangle. It'll be the third side of our triangle. And that will be segment CB or BC. Either order will still identify the same side of the triangle. Number 3, now we are looking for the length of, in this case, that segment CB, which again is the entire length of the triangle. Remember that segment should be related to its midsegment in such a way that the midsegment is half the length. So in our case, the entire length of our midsegment is 5. And 5 times 2 then, of course, is 10. So the length of CB is equal to 10. Number 4, DF. We're looking for the length of DF. Well, DF is a midsegment here going through the middle of our triangle horizontally. So to help us find the length of that midsegment, we'll want to look to its parallel side of the triangle, and that would be the length from A to B. And with the length of A to B being 14, 14 divided by 2 this time will give us our midsegment being half the length there. And that answer is 7. Number 5, AE. AE is actually this small little part of one actual side of the triangle. The key here is to remind ourselves that those are midsegments that are drawn in, and E then is in fact a midpoint. E is a midpoint, so we'll take that entire length of 14 and once again divide it by, take that entire length of the midsegment and divide it by 2. Will again give us 7.